Dearly beloved, we've gathered here to say our goodbyes. Probably. We're going to read it live right now. I heard things.
We're going to read it live. We are going to read it live. Legion of X3, guys. Is this the assassination of Kurt's character?
Dearly beloved. Probably. But you know what? Live from New York, it's simply amazing! Bum, 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 bum. Actually, Lauren came to visit me in New York. We are sitting in my little podcast studio recording together for the first time ever.
First time. And there is so much Kurt here, y'all.
Oh yeah, this room is full of Kurt.
It's everywhere. Kurt, Nocturne, Wanda. I mean, there's even some Logan in here.
Oh, don't forget you got Jean and Storm and Mystique right behind you too.
God, of course Mystique's behind me. Of course she is.
She's always behind you. She's always sneaking up on you.
God.
Like, you know.
Absolutely terrifying.
Crafty bisexual.
As
Blue
she
girl.
should be. Yes. Icon.
That's a new shirt. Crafty bisexual. Blue girl. Wait, crafty bisexual. That'd be a fun shirt, right?
For me, especially.
Oh,
yes.
Oh my God.
10 out of 10. Done.
All right.
We're coming up with ideas live on the air.
Live on the air. We're coming up with ideas. And listen, guys. Speaking of shirts, we still have our shirts for sale that are going to the Trevor Project, and we are likely going to be adding a shirt soon to our for sale shirts that we're going to be doing to benefit Planned Parenthood and different proceeds like that, because it's time. People need fucking help out there, and we're going to help them.
Yes, real Kurt would support this. Listen, this issue we're talking about today, guys. So again, Lisa has not read it, so what we thought we would do was she's going to read it in real time, and we're going to get her reactions live, and I'm going to laugh my head off because I've read this, and listen, guys, this isn't Kurt. Fake Kurt. This is fake Kurt. I don't know where the real Kurt is, but we need to find him.
So I'm going to go ahead and say straight up, I am spoiled about one thing because our dearly beloved Dr. Anna Papard, a friend of the show, she did post something that I saw, but we're going to talk about that in a second because...
I mean, listen, I just think it was a lovely heads up from her. Like, honestly,
yes,
you needed that heads up.
No, that's true. But, we should introduce ourselves, right? For those of you who are new to the podcast, which, if that's the case, where the hell have you been? I'm Lisa, a.k.a. the OG Nocturne. That's knocked with a nocturne. And Lauren, tell them about yourself, girl.
Yes, I'm Lauren, your friendly neighborhood bi, and yeah, I don't know, I bring the gay energy to a character that I believe has gay vibes, but Marvel wants me to believe does not.
I mean, you know what? We can go lots of different ways with this, right? But let's just get right the hell into this issue. Because we're just going to go straight up. We got Weaponless Zen, Arbitrix, okay.
Listen, I think Weaponless Zen is really hot, and I think they should be writing her better than they are. I think she has a lot of potential. That's one good thing about this.
Probably. I'm very what is this? These people, ma'am, they're preoccupied with the banalities, romances, cultures. Girl, okay. I mean...
Right, just read this in a Nicholas Sparks woman voice.
Yeah.
And this issue is at least more entertaining, I feel like, that way. Who's back?
Oh, Birdie's back.
And who's Birdie again?
I don't know. She's friends with Sabretooth. I don't know really much about Birdie.
Wait, Sabretooth has friends?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Jesus
who's
Christ.
friends with Sabretooth? Am I right? Wait, VIP guest? Who's the VIP guest? Oh my god.
Is it Nocturne? Where is she?
Where is Nocturne, guys? Canticle for Talia. I'm going to talk about it in every single episode from now on. Sorry, I'm taking time with... Oh my... Okay. Okay. Can we please get Avengers out of my fucking X-Men books? Please. Listen, I'm okay with certain ones, like Wanda. I'm happy to have more Wanda. But, what the fuck is Doctor Strange doing here? Get out of here. It's not every day Doctor Strange drops by. Yeah, because he's not fucking invited.
That's not Doctor Strange. Somebody's looking like him.
Well, yeah, spoil it for me, bitch. Come on.
You're right on the page where you're going to read that.
Oh, wait. Am I reading that? Okay, wait. Oh, shit. What is this eyeball named again? I forget.
It's an eyeball.
Orador or Orada, or I forget the eyeball's name, but I like The eyeball is calling Weaponless Zen out because Weaponless Zen is like, Weaponless Zen is doing the whole no, they're people, they're this, and the eyeball is like, bitch, you failed. Yeah. Like, stop waxing poetic, stop saying like they're people and they deserve whatever. It reminds me of the Galactus blog that Gail Simone did like 25 years ago, where it was like, they're people, master, they, you can't eat them, they're people, they've got this wonderful culture, and all I can hear is Galactus, you're fat and no one will really love you, which still, that blog is one of my favorite things in the world. Oh my, wait. Okay, I haven't gotten there yet, but like, is Doctor Strange actually Mother Righteous? Wait, let me get there. Fucking Doctor Strange? God damn it, Doctor Strange. Get the hell out of here. So, basically, Weaponless Zen is like, I need more facts, bro. And the eyeball is like, facts. Like, oh, clearly you suck at this. And it's like, no, I just need to know, like, more about this goddess I'm chasing. Like, give me a break.
It's very political. And, and listen, look, Weaponless Zen is not straight either. Thank you.
Listen, nobody's straight. Not in this thing.
No X-man is straight, or X-woman, or X-person. Doesn't matter. X-alien, doesn't matter. Not straight.
No, not since Chris Claremont, that's for sure. Oh my god. Oh, look, Kurt's going on a mission. Hey, guys, it's moving day.
And there he is, still being a fucking cop.
I'm just like, okay, Kurt, you're a bad manager. Like, okay, here's the thing. Like, so the Legionnaires are like this police they're a police force, they're cops. Okay, we're just gonna, enough with the pussyfooting. They're cops. It's fine. They're cops.
We don't like it, but at least we can admit that's what's happening.
Like, enough with the pussyfooting. That's what they are. That's what they do. And Kurt is like the leader of the cops, right? But here's the thing. I've been a manager in the past. You've been a manager in the past. And it's like, when you are giving direction to your staff, especially when you're going to be away, you give them very, very specific direction. Like, hey, this needs to be done. Hey, this needs to be done. Hey, this. His whole direction is like, hey, I'm leaving, guys. So do some good. The fuck does that mean?
Find the spark. If I left listen, when I was still a teacher, if I left a group of 4th graders and said, find your spark, guys, who knows what sparks they're gonna find.
The fucking place would be burned down. That's what happened.
Maybe it's just a precursor to Krakoa burning down.
Ooh, Inferno 2, Electric Boogaloo.
The spark burns down Krakoa. The very thing that's supposed to help them will be what destroys them.
Oh my god. If Kurt is the reason Krakoa failed.
Everybody's like, it's gonna be Mystique and Destiny. And in the end, it's actually
their son. Yeah. It's their, well, then it really, I mean, it kind of goes back to Mystique and Destiny in a way, doesn't it?
Yeah, because that's their son. You're right.
Yeah. Destiny was like, okay, all right, so Raven, we're gonna create a great place, and our son's gonna burn it down. You don't know about this yet, because you don't know about the son. You're gonna yeet him, but it's all good.
You're gonna yeet him. Okay,
this eyeball is a bitch.
Yeah.
Like I will say, though, the eyeball is a better manager than Kurt. Because at least the eyeball is giving very clear direction to Weaponless Zen.
See, this is so insulting to Kurt, because he's finally, leader of a team, blah, 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 and they're writing him like he's a bad leader. He would be flawed just like anybody else, but I don't think he'd be this bad. Like, this is fake Kurt, guys. This is the first piece of evidence in this issue.
Oh my god, Kurt's a Skrull. This is like Secret Wars Part 17.
Listen, Judgment Day is coming along. At the end of it, Kurt's a Skrull.
There you go.
And then we're going into our Skrull invasion. I mean, would you put past Marvel? I wouldn't.
And you know what? You know who figures it out? Nocturne. She shows up and she's like, that's not my fucking dad.
She's gonna come back, guys. She's coming back.
She shows up like, you're not my father!
No, what if that happens? What if the Canticle for Talia timeline and the Judgment Day timeline merge?
Oh, fuck, don't do this to me. Don't do this to me. I'm already up to here with Andrew Crawler. Like, and for those of you who don't know, check out our Twitter, because we have cast Kurt in the perfect person. We've cast the perfect person for Kurt. He does not have to do a southern accent, which is a good thing, because he wasn't good at it when he did it on Doctor Who. So go find out, because this is the man to play our man.
Listen, hashtag Andrew Crawler. Hashtag it everywhere.
And listen, we know he's limber because he's Spider-Man. So like, he got it, and he has no problem with the fucking putting on the shit.
Listen, the only thing Andrew Garfield is missing is a tail.
That's it. Exactly. Oh my god. He's got a couple too many fingers and toes too, but like.
All right, back to the eyeball.
Okay, yeah, eyeball. Oh, the astral plane. Okay, girl. in the astral plane? Okay, Cy Spurrier really wants us to know that he, like... Is Cy Spurrier British?
I don't know, actually.
That's a good question, because, like, I'm just, like, reading... I'm like, okay, you really know your UK slang, is what I'm saying, reading this from Legion. Like, that daft wee bugger's been itching for an excuse to go bucky his bloody swash out there. Yep. Okay, that makes sense. All right, Cy, I don't mean to call you out on that. You're just being your person right there. It's all good. I am so confused about... Okay, it's like... They just went to the astral plane, and now we're back with Doctor Strange. And I'm like, what the fuck is going on now?
They said, we won't give you Wanda, but we'll give you Doctor Strange. Is that enough?
But, like, he's being skinwalked. Is he being skinwalked?
Keep reading, Lisa.
Jeez, okay. With these artful hands, I, Devin Alomar, the mighty switch, shall burn my name into the stars and... Oh, shit, well, look... why can't you move your hands? I don't know, buddy. Why can't you? Yes, Pixie, although... Pixie doesn't curse. I don't know. Pixie doesn't curse. Pixie's, like, too adorable and cute. I don't believe she curses. She's like, got you, and the curse word. And I'm like, no. Like, Pixie would be like...
I feel like it would take a lot for her to curse, yeah. She's that person.
Yeah, no, she'd be like, I got you jerk. She reminds me of, like, okay, so Pixie reminds me of, like, Erin from The Office. Like, one of those people who, like, she'll say poopy, and they'd be like, I'm so sorry for cursing. You know, like, she's, like, that kind of person. That's who Pixie is to me,
unless you really piss her off.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's one of those characters that's like a golden retriever.
Yeah, she's like... She's
a sweetheart.
And I will say, I have for a long time not liked Pixie because of her replacing Kurt for a while in the books, but I am now a Pixie stan. Although, now we got Unky C. Unky C.
Yeah, what's that? Why?
I mean...
Why?
Listen, Juggernaut, no one wants to call you Unky C. No one wants to call you that, okay?
Yeah, Juggernaut is all emo this issue. I actually kind of found fun. I was like, so this big, scary guy that I know from my childhood is just, like, ramming through everything and being like, fuck you, Charles. He's just going to sit there and be sad and emo and gay.
I mean, it's just, well, he is gay. That's, you know.
It's a fact.
That's fact. You know, check out our shirt.
Yeah.
It's clear. He's with Black Tom. So essentially the Skinwalker takes you over and you are then thrust into, like, that Get Out deepness. Like in Get Out when they're, like, thrust in there and you're just stuck behind there watching what's going on.
Right.
Which, like, I mean, at least in this case, the Skinwalker was doing cool stuff with Juggernaut having to watch and not just, like, having sex with gross old white ladies, like in Get Out. So I hate this Juggernaut. Like, oh my God, get over it. Juggernaut.
He's just too emo.
He's a way too emo. What is going on? You're the Juggernaut, bitch.
Oh my God, we have fake Pixie and fake Juggernaut.
They're fake everybody. You know what? Everybody's fake.
Except Weaponless Zen, but also maybe she's fake. Maybe
well, that's the thing.
Maybe we've never met the real her.
We don't know enough about her to say if she's fake or not, right? So she's just there. Oh my God. And this whole conversation about Charles is like, Charles wants to snip out my memory and he invited me to enjoy paradise and relax and, like, you've earned it. And I was like, what? I'm sorry. Juggernaut, you ain't earned shit, buddy. Like, you've been crushing people up and being a dick for a long time, and then, like, you're good for a little bit, and suddenly it's like, oh, you deserve to retire in paradise. No, I don't think so. Get to work. Okay, I'm gonna read this out because this is cute. Look, sometimes I ain't that smart, okay? Don't tell anybody. I get kind of frustrated. Honey, we don't have to tell anybody. We all know. You stupid. Oh my God, Legion really calls him Uncle Kane.
You know what, I gotta say, I kind of do, even if it's weird and it doesn't always work, I do like seeing that the X-Men are embracing more families that aren't just the Summers family again.
I totally agree. Like, I want more families, but, like, I also want, like, realism in that because, like, Legion hates his father. I don't see why he would be like, Uncle Kane, come on.
Maybe because he knows his father does not get along with Kane. There's so many family dynamics there. That's
true. I mean, well, in this issue, he's like that him and Kane and Xavier are apparently on good terms now, so I don't know. And now we got freaking smoking Danny DeVito. I don't know, what?
This whole issue is just what the fuck is happening.
Wait, Dust's psychic now? Okay. What? This is the most ridiculous. Okay, I'm just gonna read this really quickly. So, here in the altar, Dust's ability to control billions of granular points can be repurposed as a psychic network. What? Mm-hmm. How is... okay, literally her power is to, like, is sand, right? It's sand. Like, so how is it like, oh, but no, when she's in the altar, she can do psychic. No. Speaking for Lisa's everywhere, no, we did not marry this guy.
I feel like we should have a tracker for how many strikes this issue has.
Oh my god, we already broke the tracker. We don't even have the tracker, we already broke it. Oh, so he didn't kill his wife. Okay, interesting.
Yeah, it's so interesting when somebody doesn't commit murder.
Yeah, right?
Like, good job, guys. You didn't do a bad thing.
Oh my god, they captured the guy in the urn? It's like Ghostbusters.
Ghostbusters!
Okay, first of all, Legion, they're not your dad's laws. They're fucking Krakoa's laws.
Well, but see, if you read the other books, like Immortal X-Men, for example, people are starting to really rally, or it seems like people are starting to rally behind not trusting Charles. Like,
oh yeah, 100%.
And a lot of people are blaming him for how a lot of things on Krakoa are, even though, Magneto was there, Moira too. He's getting a heat of the blame, which look, Professor Gaslighter is getting called out finally.
Finally, God, it's only been like 60 years. Literally, oh my God, next year. 2023, guys. 60 years of X-Men.
Oh, shit!
Yeah.
That's wild.
Right?
But also, back in the day, he wasn't characterized like this.
I mean, back in the day, he was characterizing as wanting to fuck Jean Grey, and Jean Grey was like 16.
Look, but then after that...
He also made her bake the cake for them because she's the girl. Or was that Wanda? I might be confusing. I might be confusing my single women with the men back in the old X-Men, because there was an issue, maybe it was Wanda, there was an issue where, like, the team is, like, all sitting around eating a cake, and it's, like, they make it very clear that the female baked the cake because she's a girl, and it was like, oh my God, it was either Jean or Wanda, I can't remember now.
Look, Lisa is all over it today, guys. She's got on this, like, Women of X-Men tank top
Yes,
shirt.
I do!
And so she's at the front of the movement today, guys.
I am at the front of the movement, and bitch, who's down here in this corner right here?
Nocturne!
Yes! Listen, then
Rachel's in the other corner.
She is in the other corner. That's true. That's true. Non-straight children, reality displaced children of X-Men in the corners.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just want to put this out there to, like, the entire world. If you put Nocturne on it, I will buy it. So, like, get designing.
She will. It's really funny. She won't hesitate.
No.
She's like, Nocturne bought. I'm like, you saw it like 10 seconds ago. And
oh, girl.
Lisa's like, and?
Yeah, exactly.
I bought it in 2 seconds. What are you talking about?
No, Lauren now has been in my house and seen my collection of Nocturne stuff. And it's, I have more Nocturne stuff than has ever been created in the world.
Yeah. So, like, if you're somebody that just wants an easy customer to sell to, just make Nocturne stuff.
Make Nocturne stuff.
Just make something Nocturne once a month. You'll have once a month income.
Oh, my God. Once a month. Yes.
I mean, for real.
I'm doing it. Oh, my God. He actually calls him Unky C. Oh, my God. Okay, so this guy, the Skinwalker now, he's stuck in the urn, but they're going to find his real body, I'm guessing. That's what they're looking for now. Oh, here we go. We got a data page. Okay, I'm going to be honest. I don't always read the data pages. I'm very bad about it because they're just so... packed.
Some of them I'll read because if I read it and I'm like, oh, yes, I'm interested in this, I'll read it. If I'm not interested, I'll go back and read it.
Yeah.
Because some of them I feel like are more like Easter eggs, or there's little clues in there, but like they're not as direct as others.
Yeah. I mean, okay, I'm really liking Weaponless Zen, only because she'll tell it like it is. Like when Ruth is like, oh yeah, this is like our dreams of Krakoa and blah 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 blah, and Weaponless Zen is like, yeah, that's a great way to say nothing, thanks. Like,
yeah, I think that's why. Like, again, I wish this story was being written differently because there's potential here, especially if Spurrier is still going in direction with Zen and Kurt, which I think he is still. He's just not writing it the way I would like. But yeah, like they they're opposites.
Yes.
And that's what Kurt needs. He needs somebody that's his opposite right now to just get him back on track, get him to challenge him.
In a way, she's like Cerise in a way, a little bit, because Cerise had a lot, like, because Cerise was an alien, she was very unfamiliar with human customs and what humans even were, and she was a warrior too, so she has, but Cerise was a little bit gentler than Weaponless Zen, because Weaponless Zen is like, I just want to kill people. And Cerise is like, I mean, I'll kill who I need to.
Yeah, but. Yeah. Kurt likes strong women. I mean, who doesn't though? Like, and there's so many different types of being a strong woman, right?
Oh yeah.
Like, it's not just, you don't have to stab people or be a killer to be a strong woman.
There's one type where you decimate an entire species. So,
Why? Why are you like this?
Because I love them together.
But you have to bring up that trauma and make everybody mad again, Lisa. They're not going to root for you then.
Oh my God, root for me. Okay, I got there. We're there.
Oh God.
Okay.
Oh God.
So, all right. So I'm going to just describe this little scene. So like Weaponless Zen, first of all, again, she's like calling them out, being like, can you guys answer a goddamn question? Like I've asked you I've asked you the same question 3 times and I keep getting this like ridiculous flowery prose about this is the inner workings of the minds of Krakoa. And it's like, no, just tell me where the fuck we are, please. Mm-hmm. And what is going on. And so she's getting like hit by all these things with failure. And that's clearly from her own insecurities with her last talk with the big ball of eye. Mm-hmm. That's a weird way to say it. Big eyeball. And then Kurt's like, take my hand. And then we see him just fucking a whole bunch of people. I mean, mostly he's fucking Weaponless Zen. Like, I see her a couple times here. I think.
Which I'm fine with. That's what needs to happen.
That's fine. So all the way in the back corner, it's like some of the ponytail. It looks like it could be like an older version of Betsy, or I don't know. It's just someone with a dark ponytail. I'm not 100% who that could possibly be. In the front, there's like some kind of redhead. It could be like Jean, or it's a redhead with long hair, so it's not Rachel, but it could be like Jean. Or maybe it's Wanda. I don't know. Wanda.
Listen, Kurt is hella repressed. Let's be real. He's been hella repressed. We see this. We even saw this being challenged by Weaponless Zen in the first issue.
Yes.
Of this series. Okay. So with this panel, I get that, and I'm on that same page. That part. I'm on the page of he is repressed and he needs the fuck. Absolutely. However, Lisa, what's the part of the page none of us can stand, but especially you?
Why is he dreaming about fucking Rogue? Why?
Unacceptable!
Why? Okay. I know that he fucked his sister. I know that this is like.
But that was foster sister.
Okay, I just want to.
My foster sister. Is she? They might as well be biological at this point.
So me and Lauren had this discussion already yesterday when we went out to dinner, and the one thing I want to put out there is there are 2 things about him fantasizing about Rogue that bother me. It's number one, it's his sister, and even though like it's he fucked Amanda, that's a different. Him and Amanda had a long time relationship. Him and Rogue are nowhere near that close.
Well, that was also like a lot. That was before he knew.
Yeah,
and then he backed the fuck off.
He never. I mean, girl.
Well, leave me alone.
Girl, you're just making shit up now because
he did. No, he backed off for a bit and then it came back because they couldn't give him another love interest.
Girl, when he found out it was Amanda, when he found out Amanda was Jermaine, he literally was like, "Oh boy!" Remember that panel? Like, anyway.
Okay, but that's we can both agree that was still a different situation at least.
It was different. It is a different situation. They grew up together. They were close because of that. Even though it's still weird.
There's no pretense, no build up for this. This whole him and Rogue, like, I want to know who the fuck did that. Like, did the artist do it? Did Spurrier put in the script to put that in the panel? I don't know who to blame, but I need to know. Because that is unnecessary, uncalled for. Get out! I want a family reunion, but that is not part of it!
No. Not this kind of family reunion. Not this. Here's the thing. We want a Darkholme family reunion, not a Zardoz family reunion. And those are 2 different kinds of fucking family reunions.
And you know what they're going to do? Marvel's really going to print this. And then 5 years from now, 3 years from now, be like, oh yeah, by the way, we'll actually give you what you want. Mystique and Destiny are biologically Kurt's parents. Bitches, you're going to give me that after you've done this now?
Well, see, here's the thing. I actually am very much... So I am of the thought that Kurt is the biological son of Raven and Irene, but I also like the idea that Rogue is too. They're both biologically the children of Raven and Irene, and it's just genetics are a fucking crapshoot. Like, one of them came out blue, and one of them came out couldn't touch people. So,
who knows? Dominant recessive genes, don't worry about, guys. This is X-Men, don't worry
exactly. About it. And, listen, it's 2 women who have found a way to make babies, so, anything goes, right?
Listen,
let's just do it.
I'm a fan of Legend of Tomorrow. If they can do it on that show, which they did, X-Men can do it.
Yeah, exactly. But, so, the sister part is only the one-pronged reason I'm not happy with this.
We yelled about that for at least 5 minutes.
I know, right? The other side I don't like is Like, you can't tell me that Kurt would ever sleep with a married woman if he knew she was married.
Facts!
You know what I mean? Like, he would never, ever in a million years choose to sleep with a married woman. And I don't think he would even... See, I could see him, like... You know, I could see him, like, being like, oh, like, fantasizing about, like, Scarlett Johansson, even though she's married. I could see that because she's, like, an actress, and, like, who cares? Mm-hmm. Like, and it's never gonna happen. But, like, I don't see him ever fantasizing about being with, like... Mm-hmm. Except, oh, Megan.
Well,
fuck, Megan.
Well, the only thing I can really think of here is, again, going back to, if the point of this panel, right, whether it succeeds or not, if the point of this is to show that he is repressed, and he's having all these sexual thoughts, including inappropriate ones that he normally would not have, well, congratulations, y'all fucking succeeded. But did you have to go to this? Did you have to do it this way to prove that point? And
I mean,
could there have been more explicit of a panel? Because I don't remember. Like, he was shameful, but like I would have liked to see a panel where he's like at least thinking like maybe we should bring more thought bubbles back, right, Marvel? Like, you know, he's thinking like, oh fuck, like no, I didn't want to think that. Oh god, and like now she's seen that. That's so fucked up. Like, God, I need to figure out this whole gay laid thing. Like, you know, seeing that internal struggle with him, that would have explained that better. And I would be like, okay, so while I still hate this, that's the approach you're actually taking. I don't actually know that's the approach that's being taken here, and it's upsetting.
I have to mention Megan because I'm going off on this whole he would never with a married woman, but like Megan's married. However, Megan and him have a history that like
supersedes
that is very intimate, and like they never actually had sex until age of X-Men, and then they had sex and had kids or a child, but they never actually like had sex with each other during that time before she was married. And Age of X-Men is like, I mean, it doesn't count, but they did. Like, they were very intimate. They were very close in that way. And it was like, moving in that direction. It was very clear. It was. I mean, it was a very clear love triangle for a very long time until Megan finally chose Brian, which was the right choice, I think. I mean, I like them now. I mean, he was awful then, but... And now he's the Pope. Okay, so he's got faith and he's the Pope now. Okay.
Yeah, I hate that page. Like, I don't... Burn that with fire. Don't want it.
And then, like, all the BAMFs show up. Oh.
I love them.
I will say, the more they talk about the spark, the more this feels like a cult.
Like, it sounds like it's like, hey, you want some spark, man? Yeah, man.
Do you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of, like, in Scientology when they're like, we have the answers and we'll give you the answers, but, like, you gotta pay and you gotta, like, level up to get the answers. And, like, you just keep leveling up, and then when you finally get the answers, you're so invested that you're like, this is crazy, but I guess I'm gonna stick around. Yeah. That's what this reminds me of, because it's like, what is the spark again? Oh, it's just an intangible thing that, like, only certain people can understand. I don't... Oh, Weaponless Zen is fantasizing about killing people. Yes, queen.
She's so hot. I mean, honestly, Kurt, if you don't fuck her, I will.
I mean, it's out there, everybody. Lauren is looking to fuck Weaponless Zen.
Listen, okay, you know, I have an honest question. Okay, we're a Kurt podcast first. We love our boy. He's everything. But I think this is fake Kurt. So at this point, would you rather fuck fake Kurt, so this Kurt, not our boy, this weird-ass Kurt, or Weaponless Zen? At this point, I would choose Weaponless Zen over this fake Kurt because he needs to get his shit together. This is not him.
I'd still pick the fake Kurt only because I feel like Weaponless Zen would be a lot.
That's fine.
I feel like she's too much for me.
It's just once.
Well, you can have her. That's fine.
Yes! Bring the swords.
Pixie just feels very off. I don't know. I'm not loving Pixie's characterization either.
It's fake Pixie.
Fake Pixie, fake Kurt.
Fake Juggernaut.
Fake Juggernaut. Who knows about Weaponless Zen? Fake eyeball, probably.
Fake eyeball.
Oh, shit. Pixie just got BTFO. Okay, so Pixie ends up in, like, Toy Story 7, I guess.
I feel like this is one of those issues where the creative team was like, you know what? Let's do something batshit crazy. And I think it'll really work. Like, it's crazy, but it's going to work. And I think this has the opposite effect with this issue. Like, it's batshit crazy, and most of this shit doesn't work. It's not like the kind of batshit crazy. Like, earlier, while Lisa was doing some other stuff, I was watching the new Chip and Dale movie. That film is crazy, but in a great way. They do some batshit crazy stuff, but it works. This issue is not that.
No, okay, and if you haven't watched the Chip and Dale movie, please go watch it. Especially if you saw it when you were a child, or if you watched the show when you were a child, because you are going to love every damn second of it. And I got 2 words for everybody out there listening. Ugly Sonic.
Bruh, it's so fucking great. Like, I wasn't even a fan of the show as a kid. I might have seen it once or twice or whatever. But I still thoroughly enjoyed it.
Okay, so at very least, it seems like the plots are coming together because now we have the Skinwalker who clearly has made a deal with a god, just like Legion did with Mother Righteous, or is thinking about with Mother Righteous. So things are starting to come together at least, but still. Oh my God, Pixie just got attacked by a bunch of birds. She doesn't need to hear that she stinks like bird shit. Okay, like I mean,
poor Pixie.
And like I'm just like, what does bird shit smell like? I've never really smelt it. Okay, Pixie's a sorceress now. When did that happen?
Now.
I'm just like I know she's got the soul dagger, which. Again, that was another thing that, like, I felt like was, like, she took from Nightcrawler because Nightcrawler had the Soul Sword for a while. And then all of a sudden she took it from him and, like, got the dagger because Ileana got the sword back. But it was like, all right, girl. Okay, this panel of the urn going, heh, that's kind of funny. It's just stupid. But I'm like, I just imagine this little urn is just sitting there like, heh. The BAMFs are just, I mean, there's more BAMFs.
There's red ones, too. Have you gone to the red ones?
Yeah, I see the red ones now. And, like, I mean, the red ones, obviously, like, that has to do with Azazel. I mean, I could go the rest of my life and never see anything about Azazel again. Banshee is flaming, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, Banshee shows up. So here's the end of this issue. Banshee shows up all like, eh! That's my Banshee. And he's, like, Ghost Ridered out. Which...
Like, why?
Okay, I mean, but it's also in the astral plane, so it's like... So is he real or not? But, okay. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
I don't know what happened with Banshee, because last issue he was just going kind of crazy out of nowhere, and it was like, why is Banshee here?
Well, he was like taken by the Skinwalker, right? For a little bit in last issue.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, and now he's showing up in the astral plane. I need something to make sense.
The only thing that makes sense is that Weaponless Zen is hot, Kurt is hot, but they're fucking my boy up. This is fake Kurt. Where's real Kurt? And maybe a fake Kurt and Weaponless Zen fuck, we'll get real Kurt.
Oh, maybe. Right?
Maybe that's the formula. It doesn't make sense, but maybe.
Or maybe, hear me out.
Okay.
Maybe they are purposefully making Kurt less important because they know we're in the age of Nocturne.
Okay, but that's his daughter!
Yeah, I know, but, like, listen, you know, like...
I don't want to sacrifice my boy for her. I want them both to be at their best.
Okay, I'm just saying she's coming.
She is.
She's coming. I'm manifesting it. I am putting it out to the universe.
But listen, we can't get her fully until we get Kurt back together. That is my pitch. I need real Kurt back. Maybe Weaponless Zen will be the key to Nocturne coming back. Maybe she's that important.
She better not be Nocturne's mom. Nocturne's got one mom. Okay? She's got one mom.
Bro, they would do that and piss you off too. They'd be like, look, Nocturne's back. You're like, oh my god, yeah. And they're like, Weaponless Zen's her mom, not Scarlet Witch. What?
No, you know what? You know what Scarlet Witch needs? More of her children taken away, guys. That's definitely what she needs. I'm just saying, like, it definitely didn't go wrong last time it took away one of her kids. Or two of her kids, actually. Definitely didn't decimate the entire mutant race. So maybe let's not take away her kids.
Honestly, we don't need another event where Scarlet Witch causes reality-altering problems for almost everybody.
No, Scarlet Witch is going to show up. Nocturne's going to be there. Be like, hi, Mom. And then she's going to be like, oh my god. Did you clean your room?
Oh my god.
She's going to go, like, Wanda's the kind of person who, like, goes into mom mode immediately, I feel like. Like, she's the mom of the Avengers.
But she didn't know her kid. She would, like, hug him first. She'd be like, oh my god.
Yeah.
Talia. TJ.
Oh my god, Talia and TJ. I love her. I can't wait. I'm so excited.
But I don't, why is this series happening this way? I don't get it.
I don't know, but you know what? We had Sabretooth that mentioned exiles. So we've got good stuff happening in some of the books.
Yes. Sorry if you guys don't know. That's a spoiler for Sabretooth.
Oh, spoiler alert.
At the end of that issue. Apparently, the exiles are coming back, some form of it. We don't know how, we don't know where, but I saw that and I immediately messaged Lisa and said, Lisa! Read Sabretooth right now!
Yeah, so it's going to be exciting. And the cool thing is that actually Sabretooth was a very important, like, exiles character. Mm-hmm. So it's not this Sabretooth, but Sabretooth was important to the Exiles, so it's kind of interesting that he is going to be the one to bring them back if that's what's actually happening.
And I mean, I don't think it's a coincidence that there's Canticle for Talia, and that's one of the only 2 timelines in Mortal X-Men that continued, and now Exiles are coming back. I just don't think that's a coincidence.
No, I feel like it
can't be.
It can't be, unless Marvel really hates me that much, and it's possible. Like, it is
Marvel,
possible.
please don't hate us. Like, we're here to help you if you let us, but if you don't, what are we going to do?
I'm going to buy so many comics when Nocturne comes back. I'm going to buy every single issue, like, twice. Or 17 times.
When Nocturne comes back, Judge Lisa rule. When? Yes. It's a when, not if.
Lauren can hit the gavel this time.
Judge Lynn.
There you go. We're doing it. All right. So, final thoughts on this issue.
I don't want it.
Yeah, I don't want that.
I love the cover of this issue, though. It's very cute. But honestly, I'm tempted to just go completely digital with this, which makes me sad because it's a Kurt book. Like, that's why I pick it up. That's why it's one of my physical books I pick up. But at this point, it's like either he's taking too long to actually ramp it up and make something good of this, or it's not going to get to where we need it to. And frankly, when in the past you were talking about how this it's not really a Kurt story, it's more of a Legion story. Mm-hmm. Even though we got more Kurt this issue, it was like, what is this? And we don't have a clear definition. Like, I'd like to know what this story for him is.
Yeah.
And we have no idea. And so at this point, I'm like, yeah, I'm not sure I'll be picking this up in print anymore unless I hear that it becomes phenomenal.
Yeah, I agree with that. I mean, I don't pick up in print anyway. I pick it up, I do the digital, but I mean, I'm going to give it another couple issues and see what happens. The other issue I have with this book is it doesn't feel like the rest of it doesn't have the same feeling as the rest of the Krakoan books.
No, and that's the thing. So that's funny because each Krakoan book still has its own feel. Like, let me put it that way. But the thing is, especially with the last part of the Krakoan era, all the different feelings still work together if you read them all. Mm-hmm. I read a lot more. Like, I was reading, I read a little bit of Sword, but I mostly read Marauders. I read X-Men right until Jerry Duggan picked it up, and then he left Marauders, and I was like, you should stay on Marauders, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. And then I read Way of X, and I read a lot. And now I read X-Men Red when I can. I'll catch up on it later, but the main book I read is Moral X-Men, and of course Legion of X-Men because Kurt's in it. But it's not meshing well together, everything happening. And I think it's definitely showing one of the state of the X office right now, not having somebody putting everybody together, like Hickman did. And I also think it's a showing of this is just some weird in-between leading up to Judgment Day. Which is unfortunate, because it's like, we're wasting time. Why are you wasting this time you have? Do something with it. You can do something with this little time you have before Judgment Day. And some books are trying to, like X-Men Red is doing some stuff. Immortal X-Men. And I know people that read Knights of 10 really like, it is Knights of 10. Really like that still, which is great. That just wasn't my cup of tea. That's the spinoff of Excalibur.
Yeah.
But yeah, like, not all of them are. And this is just such a waste of time. And a waste of paper, and a waste, like... Yeah. And based on how Way of X went, even though I did like the first issue in a lot of ways, it didn't measure up to what it could have been. And I'm unfortunately predicting that this is not going to measure up to what it could be.
Yeah, I agree. The thing is it's hard to say that it's whether or not it's going to measure up to what it could be, because, like, I don't even know what it's supposed to be. So I don't know what to even measure it with. You know, what do I, there's just, there's so much happening in the issue, and yet nothing happening at the same time. It feels like it feels like there's a ton happening at once, but nothing's actually moving forward. And it seems like it reminds me a lot of, like, the early seasons of Lost, even though Lost was very good. But it reminds me of that, where they keep on adding these new mysteries, but, like, they never actually solve the mysteries they've already got. And it's just like more and more mysteries, and, like, so now we've got Banshee, who's also Ghost Rider. Okay, like.
Well, and on top of that, too, I think there's too many characters in this.
Yes.
I think the problem with this is that Spurrier and whoever else is, involved in building the world, they built this too big, with too many characters too fast. This should be the way the story's being told. It should be a character-driven world, and it's not. They're characters that are driven by the world, and that's not working for this. This should be a lot about... this first arc, at least, I feel like should be a lot about Kurt's development and, Weaponless Zen challenging him. And then, you've got, the Skinwalker, and you've got Pixie in there a little bit. But other than that, they shouldn't be having they're writing this like it's an ensemble TV show, and they don't know what they're doing. This should not be an ensemble book right now. Maybe it could grow into that, but right now it's not working.
I think, you know what, when you were talking about that, I had a thought came to mind. I wonder if, like, we found, so Way of X, right? Mm-hmm. Way of X centered a lot, like, you know, it centered a lot around Faith and Kurt and, you know, this idea of, you know, what is and isn't, but, like, specifically, there was a character that was introduced in Way of X, right? That's Lost. Mm-hmm. And so Lost was a character who kind of was, like, foreign from, you know, not from Krakoa. She was, like, coming in. She didn't really know what Krakoa was, what it was about. And, you know, but she existed to teach, like, kind of teach Kurt a lesson and, you know, to further, like, his narrative and that. And I almost feel like Weaponless Zen is the same thing. Like,
that's a good point.
You know, she's nothing like they're two different characters.
Yeah.
But, like, as a plot device, I feel like Weaponless Zen is starting to turn into that similar kind of thing where it's like she exists to further the narrative of the male characters and whatever else. And yeah, and that's kind of like, and it's a shame too, like Lost I think could be very interesting if the problem with Lost is that no one else is writing her. So it's like, you know, and here's the thing. So we had the Way of X with Lost, and now we're in Legion of X, and Lost is kind of like in the background. So like in the next book, is it like Weaponless Zen in the background? Like she gonna be raising the kids?
Listen, no, that's a good point, and I actually agree with that, and I think that speaks to Spurrier as a writer, because he wrote the last thing. If that's what continues happening here, we still have to see it flesh out completely, but right now it does seem like it's going that way. And that's a writer. That's his choice as a writer. And unfortunately, if this happens again, that's going to put more distaste in my mouth with Spurrier as a writer, because, like,
I would be interested.
Really?
I would be interested.
Really?
I would be interested to see what he did outside of X-Men, like what else he's written, and see if this kind of trope is in his other writings. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we'll have to look into it. And you know, those of you listening, you know, don't take our word for it. Obviously, we could be wrong. We don't know. Like, I don't know all his other work.
And I want to be clear, like, we're not anti any writer or artist. Like, we have our critiques, but
except like Rob Liefeld. Sorry.
Well, I mean, like that's a whole different thing. But and Scott Lobdell. Don't get me started. But No, we respect all the writers as people. Like, they're great, and you know, they're essentially, just a reminder to everybody, like, they're doing a job. They're getting a paycheck to do a job, just like everybody else. So,
but we're still gonna critique them.
Well, we get to critique them, yeah, of course, because when you put your creative output into the world is going to critique it. However, there's no hate for them. We love them. There's no hate for any of them.
We're not, unless it's beyond rightfully deserved. We're not gonna sit here and just be like, Spurrier sucks. No, that's not helpful.
No, absolutely
that's not helpful.
Not. Absolutely not.
But yeah, no,
he's just not hitting the mark right now. That's all. He's just not hitting the mark.
Yeah, it's not hitting the mark, and I think Kurt needs a different writer.
Yeah.
Especially. I think, all these characters need a different writer. I'm not sure Spurrier knows what he's doing with this. I'm not sure. Like, and I don't know if that's his problem or editorials, because that's the thing, too. We don't know these things, right? It could be Spurrier as a writer, or it could also be editorial saying, Way of X did decent, so you can do another book with the team, make it a team, and figure out what to do. Good luck. And Spurrier said, well, what the fuck? And they're like, well, Judgment Day's coming up. You have this time. Just do something. I mean, you know, there's so many forces at play. It's hard to know who to blame, which kind of sucks, because I like to know who to call out rather than just screaming into the void. But yeah, Legion of X, it's definitely not hitting any mark other than what's happening. I don't know why. Please go somewhere decent.
Yeah, I would say, like, that's one of the big reasons I really try not to get too hard on, like, the writers and the creators, because there's so much that comes down from editorial that we don't even know about. That, you know, and some writers have been very open with that. Like, Leah Williams was open with, like, I was told to end, you know, X Factor in order to do this, you know, this. So it's, I don't want to come down on anybody, because they could be writing something that's completely out of what they want to be doing because of editorial. However, at the same time, you know, I also don't want to read stuff I don't like. So, you know. But I do want to make a recommendation for anyone out there who is not enjoying any of the X books. I have a great recommendation for you. Fanfic.
Yes!
Because let me tell you, fanfic is what kept me in the fandom, but got me through those tough years. Because sometimes you just can't read what's going on in the books. And I'm not saying now's the time, because now is actually a good time with the X-Men books, but there have been days, there have been months, there have been eras where it has been abhorrent. So yeah, fanfic, guys. And if you, like, here's the beauty of our internet age. If you don't like it, write it. Do it yourself. I'm like, I do it. I've written fanfic in the past.
Or just do what the rest of us do as well and make a podcast and complain. Like,
that's true. Yeah, like just
people don't have to listen. Like, you can just scream into the void if you want. Like, it's fine.
Exactly, and keep it positive, guys. Like, like this world is hard enough. Be happy, be good, be positive.
I mean, after all, before Krakoa started, I know there are people that don't like the Krakoan era right now. They don't want to touch it, and you know what? That's valid. Like. That's valid, especially if you're a Kurt fan. Like I've started to understand that better. But like honestly, it's so cool that whether you're a fan of it or not, there are so many people, so many X fans that are so happy with the Krakoan era overall, or they at least were originally, even if you're not quite happy with the arcs happening at this moment. Because before that, the X-Men were just. I mean, it was you couldn't pick up an X-Men comic, and if you did, it was most people, it was like. Rubbing sandpaper on your face. Like, it was just miserable. And now there are, even if you're unfortunately not one of those people, there are so many people that are so happy with Krakoa and the X-Men, and they're happy to see the X-Books doing well again. And this is going to influence the MCU in some way, probably, which is so cool. So, like, it's cool to see the X-Men doing well again in general.
Absolutely.
And that if you're not going to read it and you hate the Krakoan era, at least, like, try to focus on that. The X-Men, your babies, the people, the mutants you love so much, they're doing well and they're not going anywhere. So even if this time still sucks for you, it's going to pass at some point.
It's going to get better. It's going to get better. It always does. It comes in waves. Like, and I just want to shout out one of our listeners, Kieran Gillen, because I'm going to believe he listens to this podcast because why else would there be a Canto Portalia? But absolutely. I'm just saying, I can't get that in my mind. I'm so excited. I'm like, my girl, he's coming.
Listen, we got very motivational, but I think after Legion of X #3, I think we all needed some motivation.
Yes, we needed to talk the good talk, right? Yeah, exactly.
We needed a pep talk.
Exactly. Well, anyway, everybody, thank you so much for joining us on our fabulous read-through of Legion of X #3. If you like us, come find us. We're all over the...
Stalk us, be in our fridge, I mean...
We are on the World Wide Web, guys. We are on the internets. And we got a website. It is called http... Wait, did I put too many T's in there? I don't even know. Whatever. It's called simplyamazingpod.com. Come find us. We have so many fun things on the website. We've been putting transcripts up. I've been very lazy about that lately. I got to get back into putting the transcripts up.
Listen, if you want the transcripts and we're being too lazy, just scream at us on Twitter and we'll make it happen. Just let us know.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, the other thing, too, is we've got like a blog that I update with the transcripts. And listen, if you want to like write about Nightcrawler and you have opinions, let us know. We'll put it on our blog. We'll let you do that.
If you're somebody who, again, like, even if you're not happy with the Krakoan era and you need some place to vent about, you want to put your writing somewhere, let us know.
Yeah, we'll put it up.
We'll be happy to do a quick read-through and just make sure it's not, completely unreadable, and then we'll put it up there. Like,
I mean, I'll put it up no matter what it looks like. I don't care. Like, it can just be like, it can be... I was
a teacher, so I edit things. So it's more like grammar, punctuation. But beyond that, as long as you're just not like... just being a completely hateful person, right? Like, we're not going to do that Comicsgate hateful nonsense.
No hateful, nothing
like
that.
Bring it. We want it. We want your opinions. We want your thoughts. If you have an issue of Kurt that you want to write about and you either don't want to come in here and talk with us, you're not comfortable, or you're going to come on later, but you want to write it, bring it. Let's go.
Absolutely. And also, like, if you want to come on and be a guest, we are open to that. I put up on the website a little section where you can go, and if you want to guest, come guest with us and talk to us about Kurt. Let us know what you want to talk about. And if you don't know what you want to talk about, don't worry, we'll find something. Yeah. So if you just want to come on, you want to talk about Kurt, just come on and we'll find a topic. Don't worry.
Even if you're just like, well, he's kind of cute and has a tail. Awesome. Yeah. Get over here.
Like, seriously. Like, we have done episodes for less. So, like, we have talked for like 40 minutes about the beard. We have to do a whole beard episode, by the way.
Yeah, we have a lot of episodes.
We do have to do a beard episode. Oh my God, that
We're going to need like 20 over time because... we have to talk about the first time he had a beard. Then we have to talk about this beard, which we were talking about earlier.
Yeah, no,
accurate.
I'm not a fan of this beard. Yeah, I prefer the old beard.
Anyway, sorry guys, we're getting off topic. But we have lots of fun stuff planned. We'd love for you to be a part of it if you'd like.
Yes, absolutely. Please come join us anytime. And we go out to cons too. So if you're going to a con, let us know, and if we're there, we'll let you know too. Yes. And you know what? If I see you at a con and you come up to me and say, "I heard you on Simply Amazing," I'll buy you a shot.
She will.
Bet. I will buy you a shot.
As long as you're of legal drinking age.
Yeah. Well, yeah, probably. Yeah, no, definitely. Definitely. No, definitely. You gotta be legal
Don't be
drinking age.
Mystique right now, Lisa.
Listen. If you're under legal drinking age, I'll buy you a lemonade. How about that?
There you go.
Perfect. But yeah, so come find us on the website. Come simplyamazingpod.com. That's where we have all of our socials. You can find our Instagram, our twits, our what else? We're on Twitch. We're on Twitter. We're on YouTube. We do have a YouTube page. I don't know if we've done much with it yet, but we do have a YouTube page. We're on Facebook. You'll find it all there. It's all there. So yeah, come find us. Let us know what's going on. Also, again, I mentioned earlier in the pod, but we are doing our Trevor Project fundraiser with our beautiful shirt designed by the Chango XTC. It is absolutely fantastic. And like I said, we are likely going to be adding another design shortly. So watch our Twitter, and we'll be adding another design there to raise money for Planned Parenthood and other funds like that. And if you are out there and your name is Andrew Garfield, oh my God, we love you. Please play Nightcrawler. But the rest of you are just simply amazing as well.